Hello, it's Marc from Fluent Finance Abroad, and today we're going to cover the top 10 reasons as to why you could consider buying a property in Spain with a Spanish mortgage. If you are earning, or if you are outside of the Eurozone and you hold your cash in a currency which is not in Euro, getting a Spanish mortgage could help you hedge the currency risk. For example, if you are contemplating sending all of your cash into Spain and into a euro-denominated property, if you are holding dollars, for example, at that particular time you may want to hold back some dollars just in case the currency of the dollar improves against the euro. If that is the case, you can then send the rest of your dollars in and cancel the mortgage. So one very important reason is you can hedge your currency risk when investing in Spanish property. Number two, and this is a good one that I like, is that gives you access, but getting a mortgage gives you access to increasing your purchasing power. You may come to Spain and realize that your cash budget doesn't quite get you the property, your dream property. It also helps in terms of location and property quality. It could help you with your investment. If you are buying for investment in rental returns and things like that, buying a better property in a more desirable location will help in terms of capital growth for future and also investment returns for rental yields, etc. At the moment, we're sitting in October 2025. Interest rates are very attractive in Spain compared to the rest of Europe and other parts of the world. We're looking between 2 and 4%. Interest rates are very attractive. So if you wanted to increase your buying power or not decapitalize, using a Spanish mortgage from a Spanish bank could be very interesting for you. Spanish property assets are extremely illiquid. What do I mean by that? I mean that once you purchase a property cash and you have lots of equity tied up, it is very difficult to release the capital tied up within your property. If that is a concern for you, that you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, all your capital tied up in the Spanish asset, always consider buying with a Spanish mortgage. It's also advantageous to separate your debt burden. So for example, you may have properties in the US or the UK or other parts of the world. If you were to raise debt in your own country to purchase a property in Spain, that will affect your ability to obtain credit in your own country. So it's always a good idea to separate your assets and your debts into the necessary jurisdictions. If anything were to go wrong in your personal life or business life, the debt that you have for the Spanish property will remain in Spain. It won't affect your ability to obtain credit in your home country. Extra legal protection. This is a really good one. If you're in any way uncertain about the legalities, or you've heard some stories in the press about legal problems with property, it's always very reassuring to know that the bank that will offer you the mortgage will also do their own legal due diligence on the property you're interested in buying. That should give you extra peace of mind, because the bank will not lend on a property that has legal issues. So if that is a concern for you, getting a mortgage, a small mortgage, so that the bank can do their own due diligence, will give you that extra peace of mind that the property is legally sound. In Spain, as long as interest rates are very good, but they also offer flexible payment options. A lot of Spanish banks will allow overpayments to pay down the debt. So you're not necessarily tied in with that bank for a long-term period, like 15 or 20 or 25 years. If your business went well, or you received some money from somewhere, an inheritance, and it makes sense to do so, you can pay down the mortgage at any time. The Spanish banks are very flexible in that sense. Not using all your cash to invest in one particular property could allow you to purchase more than one. So you could potentially use your liquid funds to maybe invest in 1, 2, 3 particular properties. We will do another video on that and how to invest in Spain to create a property portfolio. But that's something to think about. And also, Spanish banks are very, very good with working with clients or borrowers who are of pension age and are receiving pension income. Pension income is, as long as it's official, which it normally is considered and taken into account. So age restrictions can be considered, so don't worry too much about that. So those are the top 10 reasons for considering a Spanish mortgage. I hope you found that useful.